This is breaking news,
I know.
y'all.
I'm the one who found this topic, but before we got on, I just was on Twitter and it just said LaKeith. That's it. It just said like trending topic. And it just said LaKeith. It didn't say LaKeith blah blah blah. LaKeith was doing this. It just said LaKeith.
You know what that means? They just said the first name. Shit.
I clicked on it and the first thing I see is LaKeith's a deadbeat. LaKeith's a bum. I'm like, whoa. I was like, whoa. Like, hold on. We need to take a second. Like, internet would just, dudes would just be talking crazy. But we went to the source, and what happened is that LaKeith had a Drake moment. And for those who don't know the Drake moment, and what's his name? The guy who exposed it. You were hiding it. Pusha's like, you are hiding a child. He had that moment. So basically, Keith had a whole separate family. He had a baby mama, a child that looks to be, I would say, 8 months to a year.
Motherfucker is an infant.
And LaKeith publicly announced that he was getting engaged. So his baby mother was like,
I ain't having that.
You haven't seen your son. I ain't having that. Yeah, you haven't seen your son.
Family? Trying to go start another family?
So basically what happened is that she exposed the fact that I'm done being a secret family. The first post was that she was like, I'm done being the secret baby mother with a child. Like, this is the father. This is my child. And then in other posts around social media, she further elaborated that she tried to reach out to LaKeith's fiance, and she just blew her off. Mm-hmm. LaKeith's been dating her for 5 months and got engaged, and he doesn't see his child. At the time she only has a couple of pictures. That's the most important part. That he's a deadbeat. Basically, is what she's saying, right? I'm not saying any of this definitively. That's her side of the story. Mm-hmm. But the internet is just in an uproar right now because LaKeith gets a lot of love. I mean, I fuck with LaKeith.
There was a lot of black.
I actually met him one time. I wouldn't say met, but I was at the same bar as him, and I bumped into him. I apologized, like, my bad, man. I didn't even know it was him. And someone was like, that was LaKeith Stanfield, right?
LaKeith, I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna get away with this. I really do.
But I think he's gonna be fine. But my thing is, like, what do you think about the entire hiding a child thing, like secret, quote unquote, secret family thing? I mean, like a Drake and celebrities, like,
it's not that they're hiding their kids, dude. This is called protecting your kids. We've all, like, I'm sure most people would do the same exact thing, unless you're like a Kris Kardashian. Or Kris Jenner, I mean.
Right.
And you trying to make money off of your kids, then you're going to put them all out there. You're going to put out a porn tape of them.
You're going to straight up pimp them out.
Yeah.
Is what she did.
I think most people keep their kids pretty under wraps, I mean, you might, as they get older, you might allow them to become their own brands or whatever. But most people aren't trying to pimp out their kids like that. LaKeith just didn't get ahead of this story. He couldn't control the narrative. So that's the problem with this. I don't have any problem with LaKeith trying to, quote unquote, protect his child. I don't know if that's what the case was. It doesn't seem like that because
it doesn't seem like that at all.
From her word, he's just not around.
He's just not around, and he just seems like a private guy. I don't really think this. I feel like with Drake is more deliberate. That was more deliberate. I felt like with Drake, like he was actively like covering this shit up. I think LaKeith was just kind of like living his life. He wasn't posting his business on social media. He got married. He's getting engaged. And the baby mother was like, no, we ain't having that. You know what I mean?
I don't blame her, bro. I don't blame her.
Yeah.
You're going to go over there and try to start another family? And you got this one you're not taking care of?
Yeah.
And I don't know if she's getting taken care of or whatever. But if you're not seeing the child, like, that's a problem, yo.
See, that's the problem in this whole situation. It's him not seeing a child. Because I don't agree with this whole, like, I'm sure there are men who see their children and they're just not feeling the baby mother. They felt her not to have sex. A baby came of the situation. But the dude's like, I don't want to marry you. I don't want to be in a relationship with you, but I care about my children. So he's seeing his children and he's starting a new family. This is not even news.
Yeah.
And really even the deadbeat thing is so common. I think it's only news because it's LaKeith. But I want to know what you think about this whole situation about the baby mother getting mad at you for starting another family, but you see your children. Like, what are your thoughts on the bitterness? I'm not saying in this case
happens
she's bitter,
with everybody though.
In the right,
everybody's trying to. Everybody's vindictive, bro. We talking about Drake. Like Drake's entire brand is I'm a vindictive, petty ass nigga. That's what I do.
Petty simp. Revenge.
That's what I do.
Simp.
like we acted like this is like a one-sided gender thing. women aren't the only ones that do it, but we do know, like, what's the phrase, like, a woman, nothing like a woman scorned, or something.
Nothing. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I think
something like that. That's Shakespeare.
I don't know. I have no idea.
It must be Shakespeare.